Hello, my name is Can Evrenol. I'm a writer-director from Istanbul, Turkey, and I'm here with my film Sayara. I love fantastic fiction because actually it's the best vessel, the best allegory to be very anti-statu quo and protest art and veil it under something much more on the surface. I'm only here for 2 days, but if I was here longer, I was really looking forward to see Azrael and She Loved Blossoms More. Some of my favorite sub-genres are body horror, I would say, definitely, and supernatural giallos, especially from Argento, Fulci, Bava, and what else? And I also have a soft spot for art house dogma type of horror films. Yeah. Some of my all-time favorite horror films, I would say, are Alien, for sure, because it's very primal. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, again, because it's very primal and it's about the family, I think. And also, I should say, Wicker Man, because it's about everything, about hierarchy, power, society, religion. And I mean, I could go on, like Exorcist, this, that, but yeah, I think if I need to say 3, I think these 3 would do it, yeah. I don't think I would necessarily want to live in any of the fantasy worlds of the films that I like because they're generally very disastrous and dark and grim and suffocating. So I have to pick something where I can escape. I know, it's because I'm a horror filmmaker. I like horror films, so like they're all very dark and grim. I would probably pick Matrix to live, and then just like Cyrax, what was this? Hold on, let me just. Do you remember the name of the guy where Joe Pantaloni was playing, the bald guy who was a snitch? Cypher. Okay, yeah, okay. If I had to pick a fantastic world that I would like to live in from my favorite films, I wouldn't want to pick any of them because they're all dark movies, but I would probably pick Matrix, and just like Cypher, I would just cheat my way out and I would just pretend that it's not there. My favorite movie character, one of my favorite movie characters is definitely Seth Brundle from David Cronenberg's Fly, because he's a mad scientist, and just like a Kafka metaphor, metamorphosis, he just turns into something terrible. And it's just the biggest tragedy, I think. He's just like the most tragic character, I could say. Which is also a really nice love movie. And I love the relationship between him and Gina Davis. And it's really heartbreaking when that shit goes down. Why did I become a filmmaker? I mean, I can't give an artsy-fartsy answer like, oh, this is my destiny, or like, I couldn't do anything else. And that would be kind of true. But also, I think like cinema and movies are my favorite thing in life, and they are like the combination of all other art forms. And I'm not necessarily a very talented artist, but I think I'm good at, and I have a craving for bringing good artists together for a mission, which is what filmmaking is about. I mean, filmmaking process, I would say, is 50% being an artist and 50% being a wedding planner with a to-do list in your hand. And I find that to-do list repetitive thing like therapeutic. And I like going after things, and yeah, and I love the set. Obviously, I love principal photography, stage, and also editing. I love editing as well. My favorite film quote of all time is the last words of Apocalypse Now, which is horror, horror. Would I rather be a supervillain or superhero? I think it's inevitable that once a human has those kind of powers, you're bound to become something like from The Boys or Watchmen, and you become something in between. You can never, like it, I think you would lose your morality, and it would be a very double-sided, character. So, and also like one of my favorite characters is Two-Face from Batman. I think I could be Two-Face from Batman.